We are going to discuss in this video the power of gratitude. Discover how and why the power of gratitude opens the floodgates and unleashes an infinite and unlimited flow of abundance and happiness into every aspect of your life. Choosing and developing an attitude of sincere and heartfelt gratitude for your current blessings unconditionally, unleashes the power for receiving many more. Every day give thanks. Consciously utilizing the power of gratitude is not only an important life skill to learn and master, it's an extremely important aspect of consciously and consistently attracting to yourself the abundance and happiness that we all desire, aspire toward, and without exception deserve to experience in life. With that in mind, I'll ask you this and also ask that you take a moment to think about and ponder on the following. What are you truly and deeply grateful for? The reason I ask, is due to the simple and unwavering fact that deeply felt, emotionally charged and consistently expressed sentiments of gratitude serve as the catalyst for profound, seemingly magical and what's often referred to as miraculous transformation in life. The fact of the matter is, the power of gratitude can and often does, transform results in the blink of an eye. I can only guess that you're here because you desire to be, doing or have more of something that you're not currently experiencing in your life, right? I'm also going to assume that you want it as quickly, simply and easily as is humanly possible too, correct? There's your answer. Initiating the power of gratitude is as simple or complex as you choose to allow it to be. There's really no need to know or understand all the intricacies of how or why the power of gratitude works as it does. That's all been figured out already. The plan, the systems and the processes that ensure the power of gratitude never misses is already in place. Now it's only a matter of you consciously and intentionally aligning and harmonizing with what is in place, so you might experience the power of gratitude for yourself in a very up-close and personal kind of way. To know just how true that is in a personally experiential kind of way, requires nothing more or less than making a conscious choice to take the time to learn about how and why the power of gratitude is so powerful, master it and do it each and every day. The tangible and measurable evidence that the power of gratitude brings into the physical, financial, relational, mental, emotional and/or spiritual aspects of your life will reveal themselves. Once you've grasped, adopted and adapted to the higher truth regarding the power of your perceptions, whether it be perceptions of gratitude or its polar opposite, ungratefulness, you begin to understand and clearly see not only how, but why the timeless wisdom that states, "For to all those who have, more will be given, and they will have an abundance, but from those who have nothing, even what they have will be taken away," is so profoundly true and always on target. What does that recorded wisdom have to do with initiating and utilizing the power of gratitude in your life? Think about it. Really think about it. What is gratitude? It's a state of mind based on and ignited by beliefs, correct? What is ungratefulness? It too is nothing more or less than a state of mind based on and ignited by belief. Whether it be the power of gratitude or the power of ungratefulness, both exist initially as a state of mind. Both are intangible in nature and both reside in the same space. In the same way, they both provide tangible and measurable results in every aspect of our lives. If I choose to focus on and give attention to what I am grateful for rather than what's wrong in my life, or what I don't have, what state of mind am I choosing? All things in the tangible world of shape and form begin as a thought, an idea, a conceptualization. It doesn't matter if it's a feeling, an emotion or a tangible object such as the computer you're looking at right now. Anything and everything in the world began, finds its root in and can be traced back to, a specific quality of consciousness. A quality of consciousness consistently focused on being broke or poor can, will and does reveal itself as a tangible and measurable outcome that mirrors that chosen quality of consciousness precisely. The opposite also holds true. Point being, everything begins in the mind and everything on the outside is a mirrored reflection of your state of mind. Whether it's consciously utilizing the power of gratitude for what you currently have, hold a sincere desire to have at some future point in time, or unconsciously utilizing the power of ungratefulness based on the appearance of how things are, the very same concept holds true. The very same power is unleashed and the very same creative process attracts and provides whatever you might be choosing, to you. Unconditionally. The kind and quality of these two varying states of mind are without question different in quality, yet both are a construct of mind, initiate the creative process and provide, without fail, tangible and measurable results. That's really and truly all you need to know and consciously do to consciously enact the power of gratitude in every aspect of your life. Are you the kind of person that requires knowing the mechanics of as well as how or why the power of gratitude works as it does? The power of gratitude has a spiritually vast as well as a sound scientific explanation. First, let's explore how sincere gratefulness works from a strictly scientific perspective and how, through our individual choice to develop a consistent habit of focusing on and expressing heartfelt gratitude for what we have or what we may desire to have in the future, enacts the immutable, unwavering and all-encompassing power of universal law in a pleasing and desirable kind of way and without fail draws, or attracts, more for you to be grateful for. As I've covered in depth, the law of vibration. Everything within our universe broken down into its purest and most basic form is a vibrating mass of atoms and subatomic particles. Energy or light, through the law of attraction, the energy, vibrations, that you resonate and project based on your thoughts, feelings, and emotions determines your individually projected vibrational frequency, which broadcasts and projects that frequency into what modern-day scientists refer to as the field, or as the more spiritually minded might refer to as the kingdom. Attracts to it energy or vibrational frequencies that harmonize or resonate with it, which transmutes from waves of energy into particles of matter, determining with laser-like precision, the events, situations, and circumstances that you attract and eventually see and experience as they manifest into tangible and measurable form in your life. What does that have to do with the power of gratitude? Absolutely everything. When you are in a sincere state of gratitude, your energy, vibrational resonance, is one of acceptance and harmony. You resonate, and as a result project a much higher vibrational frequency, which is exactly what attracts to you the events, conditions, and circumstances that you desire. To provide more clarity on the resonance created and projected by focusing on and consistently choosing an attitude of gratitude, consider the following analogy. Think of yourself as a giant magnet. Whatever you are feeling, whether it be love, fear, anger, happiness, anger, joy, gratitude, resistance, etc., you are in essence creating and projecting a magnetic force that attracts and draws to you events, conditions and circumstances which are in direct correlation to what you are feeling. Fear of something creates a magnetic force that can attract more of what you fear. Expressing gratitude for any situation projects a magnetic force that draws to you more of what you are expressing gratitude for. In other words, enabling and allowing yourself to transition into and remain in a state of gratitude puts you in harmonious alignment and at the same time, emits and projects a vibrational resonance which attracts additional energies the same in kind and quality as the deeply felt emotion of gratitude projected. At any time that you are not expressing gratitude for an outcome and judging it as you are in essence resisting the outcome, which places your focus and attention on not wanting that outcome. When this happens, what are your thoughts and emotions fixated on? What you don't want, correct? That focus of not wanting also creates, emits and projects a magnetic force of a different kind and quality, which only serves to draw to you more of that which you are not wanting or resisting. Let's look at the difference between expressing gratitude and choosing a state of resistance in your day-to-day life. When you experience an outcome that you find displeasing and you choose to fight or resist whatever it might be that's happening in your life at any given moment, you are actually creating resistance, which puts you in a disharmonious vibration with the thing desired, or a lower vibrational frequency, and we all know what begins to happen then, don't we? You resonate with and begin to attract the disharmonious events, conditions and circumstances into your life that you are resisting. As mentioned above, you are drawing to you or attracting through your chosen magnetic force the polar opposite of what you have a sincere and conscious desire to experience. Resistance is placing focus and attention on what you would rather not have happening, which is in essence creating and projecting a magnetic force, an asking of sorts, which is drawing to you what it is that you are placing your predominant focus on, resisting, and have no conscious desire to experience. This quality of focus, and placing unnecessary attention on it, states your intention to whatever the source of your understanding might be, and can only serve to draw more of that which you are focusing on and giving attention to. Gratitude, on the other hand, is an acceptance of things just the way they are, which correlates with acceptance, a surrendering of sorts, which in turn resonates and projects a much different resonance of energy, creating yet another magnetic force that aligns, harmonizes with and is conducive to attracting the consciously desired outcome. A common question that comes up is, how in the world can I be in a state of gratitude when everything seems to be going wrong? Let's dig down a bit deeper, analyze this a little further, and you'll have a crystal clear understanding of what is actually happening. First of all, it's important to recognize the importance of accepting responsibility for whatever is going on in your life. As we've covered in The Power of Thoughts, the events, conditions and circumstances that you're currently experiencing are manifestations based on thoughts and emotions that you've chosen at some point in the past. It's due to those thoughts and emotions, which represent the seeds, that you are experiencing whatever outcome you currently are. Remember, you are the one that thinks your thoughts. Your thoughts do not think you. In the same way, the emotions ignited and experienced as a result of the kind and quality of the thought that you choose, serve as a gauge and are a reflection of the quality of thoughts that you are thinking. Since your current outcomes are based on what you have thought and felt at some point in the past, and those outcomes are now being experienced in your life, guess who created them? You did. Although that may not make you feel any better about them just yet based on what you're seeing and experiencing now, consider this. Since it is you that is responsible for attracting and creating undesirable outcomes, then isn't it also just as possible to change the kind and quality of your chosen thoughts and at the same time the emotions which follow, which are responsible for attracting and creating the less than desired, which will shift the kind and quality of the attraction and produce the desired result? Absolutely. Which is why it's so vitally important to use your inherent abilities to consciously and consistently utilize the power of gratitude in each and every area of your life. Simply recognizing the fact that you are responsible for attracting and bringing whatever event, condition, circumstance, person, etc. into your life in and of itself provides you with a dramatically enhanced awareness and understanding of your creative power, which in and of itself can and hopefully will instill a sense of gratitude that you've been provided the choice as well as the ability to discern, decide and determine what you will create for your life from this day forward. Although prior to understanding how this process works you were in essence unconsciously attracting and creating, now you can begin to consciously attract and create, or if you prefer co-create, more to express sincere and heartfelt gratitude for. Once you fully grasp and understand that your current experiences here and now are merely guideposts showing you that you are either on the desired path of creating your consciously desired outcomes, or that you need to make some minor adjustments in your thought processes that created them, You will become better enabled and more empowered to express heartfelt gratitude for whatever is currently happening in your life, recognizing the fact that you created it. Sure. You could get mad at yourself, choose to be upset, and perhaps even become fearful. But what energy are you resonating, emitting, and projecting by making that less than empowering choice? Not the kind or quality that will attract your consciously desired outcomes for sure. Your perception of something going wrong is only your perception, that is all. A misguided or misdirected perception unconsciously projected based on false beliefs and a lack of understanding that everything unfolds in your life perfectly just as you choose and instruct never has, never can, and never will change the higher truth that is you believe you receive. In the bigger scheme of things, nothing ever goes wrong. Every effect is derived from a cause, and that effect is always in alignment and resonance with the cause. Believing and perceiving anything less, is only based on a lack of deeper understanding concerning the process of creation and the unerring cycles that sustain it. It may very well be that you believe and perceive something as being random, chaotic, and or going wrong. The process of creation never errs, wavers, discerns, or judges. It is, has been, and always will be perfect, precise, and unfailing 100% of the time. It is only unconsciously and misdirected thought and unconsciously and misdirected perceptions, often judged and labeled as being wrong thoughts or wrong perceptions, that are responsible for igniting less than desirable emotions that attract creations that show up in your life in the form of events, conditions, and circumstances that so many, and perhaps even you, believe and perceive as being or going wrong. It's important to recognize and express sincere and heartfelt gratitude for the fact that everything in your life is unfolding, producing and providing a miracle, a magnificent creation that you yourself created and have the power to change anytime you choose to do so. The process of creation, regardless of what you might currently believe to be true and how you might perceive it, is always 100% of the time 24/7 365 producing an infinite number of miracles all around us. Learn to recognize that fact, consciously initiate the power of gratitude by expressing sincere and heartfelt gratitude for the irrevocable and profoundly amazing gift you've been provided to determine the kind and quality of every miracle in your life, and you will begin to see the transformational and life-enhancing role that the power of gratitude plays in creating much more to be grateful for. Those miracles, creations, which show up that aren't in alignment and harmony with your consciously desired outcomes, are merely signs that require nothing more and nothing less than very simple and very subtle adjustments within yourself. When you fully grasp and internalize this higher truth and understand the importance of learning to express heartfelt gratitude for whatever signs that you may have miscreated or unconsciously created in the past, and make the commitment to yourself to begin looking for, seeing, and expressing the good consistently, you'll clearly see both how and why the power of gratitude never errs, wavers, or misses its mark. You'll know in an experiential kind of way, that you have been freely provided with all you could possibly need to change and redirect the thoughts, emotions, and perceptions which brought whatever it might be into your life. Your perceptions regarding any event, condition, or circumstance are only based on a memory of something in the past that is stored in your subconscious mind and can be consciously changed if you discover that it is not in harmony with what you have a desire to accomplish. For example, let's look at two people with totally different perceptions regarding the same situation, and see firsthand what an attitude of gratitude is, and isn't. This analogy will validate the old saying that there's a silver lining in every cloud. That's much more true than most understand. Let's say that you wake up on a Saturday morning after a good night's rest. You've worked hard all week and you're really looking forward to getting outside and playing in a golf tournament that you had entered, and enjoying your weekend of R&R. You're feeling pretty good about the day ahead of you. You make your coffee and head for the window to open the blinds. You get them opened up and look at the window. Ugh, it's raining outside. Next, your self-talk kicks in and it goes something like this. Oh man, my whole day is ruined. I was planning on doing this and that and now I can't. Why do things always have to happen like that? Another weekend shot. I can't ever get a break. Obviously your perception is that everything went wrong and your whole weekend is ruined. Based on your thought pattern and perception, you're right, it is. Unless you are able to change that perception, you will allow yourself to have a less than desirable weekend. In fact, by remaining in this state, you will literally attract additional events, conditions, and circumstances to you that will make certain that you have a less than desirable weekend. This is a classic case of resistance, or ungratefulness. No silver lining here, right? Now let's take a look at the neighbor down the street who always seems to have things going his way. Let's imagine it's the same scenario. He has worked all week and made plans to play in the same golf tournament that you were entered in. He walks to the window, opens the shades and sees exactly the same situation that you did when you opened them, except, although he initially has a little disappointment because he can't go to the golf tournament he was planning on, he decides that there is nothing he can do to change the situation and begins his habitual thought process and self-talk, which goes something like this. Boy, I sure was looking forward to that golf tournament. Oh well, I've got a few things that need to get done around here today anyway. That means I don't have to water the grass for a few days and that will sure save a little on my water bill. It's been a few weeks since it rained and we sure needed it. Although the person in the second example was a little disappointed initially, a conscious decision was made that wouldn't allow it to ruin the entire weekend and shifted the focus to something more positive and productive. This is a classic case of remaining in gratitude, regardless. No resistance, no allowing undesired emotions to ignite, and the end result is a harmonious vibration. Do you see what I mean about perception? Same situation, different people, different perception, different outcome. Although that's a physical example, it conveys from that perspective how varying perceptions can create completely opposite experiences. When you have developed a crystal clear understanding that all things work for the greater good no matter how seemingly bad things may appear, it becomes much easier to stay in a state of gratitude. When you are able to fully develop that awareness, and with a little practice, you will, not only is it an extremely freeing experience, but you are setting yourself up for a much greater flow of abundance and happiness being attracted and coming into your life. Every area of your life. When the universe sees that you are grateful for what you have, it will send you more. This is exactly how universal laws operate. The universe doesn't perceive anything as good or bad, it only sends outcomes to you based on your vibrational resonance. And your attitude concerning any given thing is exactly what determines that vibrational resonance. God, universal consciousness, superconscious mind, or whatever you perceive source to be, loves each person unconditionally exactly the same and only delivers to each precisely what we are asking for, based on our individually chosen vibrational output. If that output resonates anger, fear, doubt, worry, etc., the vibrational resonance that you are projecting communicates, and the universe perceives that you are asking for outcomes based on that output, and that is exactly what you'll receive. As spiritual text states it, as you sow, so shall you reap. On the other hand, by learning to consciously direct your thoughts, control the emotions that determine that output, and developing the ability to remain in a state of gratitude regardless of what the situation may temporarily consist of, your vibrational output or magnetically attractive force is conducive to attracting outcomes that are in vibrational resonance with gratitude, and you can only attract to you the events, conditions and circumstances that are in alignment with gratitude. Positive and desired outcomes. We can't possibly control everything that is going on around us in the world, but we can most certainly control ourselves and how we perceive what's going on in the world around us. The unwavering systems, universal laws, have been put into place, and you only need to learn to operate consciously, intentionally, purposefully in alignment and harmony with what you desire, which will allow you to attract the abundance and happiness that you and everyone else does desire. Developing an attitude of gratitude is one of the most important and essential things that you can do for attracting and manifesting the things that you desire into your life. In fact, if you have a desire to consistently attract desired outcomes, it's not only important and essential, it's necessary that you do. Action steps to develop your attitude of gratitude. Okay, now that you have a feel for the importance of expressing gratitude in your day-to-day outcomes, regardless of what they are, let's explore a few ways to develop an attitude of gratitude that will positively affect what you see manifest in your life every day. By focusing on and compiling a list of the things that you are grateful for in your life actually accomplishes a few extremely effective things at the same time. 1. It allows you to bring into your conscious awareness the good things that are happening in your life on a day-to-day basis, and with repetition, will take your focus off of what you perceive as the negative aspects of any situation. Its purpose is to put you more into a mindset of finding that you really do have good, positive things happening to you in all areas of your life, and shifts the focus off of what you perceive to be negative. In essence, it is a conscious choice to focus on gratitude rather than choosing what the mass majority does, which is unconsciously allowing their thoughts, emotions and focus to run wild, all the while believing that they're a victim of circumstance rather than a creator of circumstance. It's no secret that life can deal what appears and is often perceived to be a bad hand sometimes, but if you will look hard for it, you can find the good in any situation. Sometimes the answer isn't readily available, but just the knowing that all things happen for the greater good, is enough to keep you from falling into resistance, and keep it from getting worse. 2. By shifting the focus off of only the negative aspect of a situation, you are able to see more clearly the positive things that can come out of this situation, which in turn puts you into more of a vibrational state that will attract the things that you desire. 3. While you are doing this procedure, it is automatically rewriting the negative script that through repetition, you have allowed to be written in your subconscious and replacing it with positive and productive scripting that will deliver to you more positive and productive outcomes. First technique is the mental gratitude list. By developing the discipline to practice this technique every day, you will find that it becomes easier and easier to do, and the results, meaning the attraction of more to express gratitude for, will be dramatic. There are actually several ways that you can do gratitude exercises. Personally, I find what works best for me is to mentally go over my list of things to be grateful for as I meditate. The reason this is such an effective method is because during meditation, your brainwave activity is lowered dramatically into an alpha state, which allows the affirmations to penetrate deeper into the subconscious portion of your mind, and has a quicker, deeper, and longer lasting effect with less effort. If you're not into the meditation thing, you can also go over a mental list as you do the things that relax you, such as working in the garden, walking in the park, going fishing, or whatever relaxation activities that you do. It's not nearly as important precisely how you do your gratitude exercises as it is that you make certain to do them. You'll find that doing your gratitude work consistently delivers results more quickly, and is much more effective if you can do it while you are in a more relaxed state of mind. If you are at a place where you are totally unable to quiet your mind and anxious most of the time, you may find the next method to be more effective, initially. The second technique is the written out gratitude list. This method is equally as effective and actually accomplishes the same end result as the first technique. Just take out a piece of paper and make a handwritten list of the things that you can think of that you are grateful for. Think deeply about each area of your life and begin to write in detail the good things that come to your mind as you write. Don't fight it or strain attempting to come up with things, just allow them to flow. Depending on your particular situation, you may find that it's hard to come up with things to be grateful for initially, so dig deep and things will begin to flow. Make sure though that you are finding and writing things that you are sincerely grateful for. If the emotion isn't there, the result won't be either. To give an example, let's say that you're working on a relationship issue. You and your significant other have been at odds for some time and you are feeling really hurt and angry over the situation. Although your state of mind is telling you how angry you are, think about the good that you saw in this person that attracted you to them initially. Begin to write down what comes to mind and more will follow. Write in as much detail as you are able regarding each item on your list. If it is hard initially, that's okay, just do the best you can. It will become easier and easier the more you practice at it. Utilize this technique in whatever area of your life you are working on, regardless if it's money, health, relationships, or all three. It is extremely powerful, and with practice and persistence you will begin to see circumstances begin to change almost magically. Make a commitment to yourself that you will do this at least once per day and stick to that commitment. It doesn't have to take a long time. Even 5 minutes is better than not at all. Put into it the time that you can spare, but make sure you do it every day. You'll be pleased with the results. There are a few quotes that come to mind with regard to gratitude and the power that it has. One is, "When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears," said Anthony Robbins. Another is, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change," said Wayne Dyer. And an even more powerful one that provides very specific instruction with regard to gratitude is, "Okay. Just one more and I'll stop. I promise. Develop an attitude of gratitude, and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step toward achieving something bigger and better than your current situation," said Brian Tracy. The bottom line is that gratitude plays an extremely important role in beginning to consciously and intentionally create desired outcomes in your life. Extremely important. It's my hope that you'll think about this and choose gratitude for yourself. It will make all the difference. I would encourage you to develop your understanding with regard to the importance of gratitude and how from a deeper perspective it does serve to mold and shape a far more pleasing quality of life. The following are some personal empowerment tools that I have found personally beneficial, and perhaps they will serve you as well. Helpful tools for developing an enhanced awareness of the power of gratitude, and a lot more. Although I do my best to cover as much as I can, only so much can be conveyed on a web page. Developing your ability to attract abundance and happiness into your life is a process. It's a journey, if you will. And because it is a journey, arming yourself with knowledge, wisdom and insight that takes you in your desired direction is a crucial part of that journey. You could say it allows the journey to be far more pleasant. Life is all about awareness. Perhaps the following tools will prove to be helpful in not only assisting you to develop and consistently express an attitude of gratitude, but also dramatically raise your awareness and level of understanding regarding life, how our universe operates, and your crucial and interconnected role in the bigger scheme of it all. It's the shortest path I am aware of to begin attracting the abundance and happiness that you truly desire into your life. Choosing to learn and consistently engage in the art of meditation. After trying a number of ways to change and shift my mindset and consistently attempting without much success to shift from a victim of circumstance to a conscious creator of circumstance mentality, was learning and choosing to engage in the art of meditation. Not just any form, but a very specific form of meditation that you can learn all about here. It is the quickest, simplest, most profound, eye-opening and transformational thing I've ever done in my life. The same can hold true for anyone who chooses to do the same. I won't go into great depth about how I know that's true or why it is so very true here. What I will say is that after walking both the intellectual and experiential path, meditation is the only way to see and know for yourself that an experiential understanding is far more effective in transforming quality of life than an intellectual understanding could ever be. I provide plenty of information for you to make an educated, informed and what I know to be a transformational decision if it's something that you'll choose to take the time to do here. What I will say is that those who choose not to go within, go without. That is a far more profound statement than my limited words, or anyone else's words for that matter, could ever convey with the limits of human language. What I do know, based on my own experiences as well as many others like myself, is that it's true. It's proven to be transformationally true for those who choose to do it. The same will prove to be true for you as well, should you choose it for yourself. Although much could be said, for the sake of time and space, I'll just say it's profound and must be experienced to know just how profound, empowering and life-transforming it is. One thing I can assure you of though, is that choosing to make meditation a daily habit, enables and allows a deeply felt and unwavering sense of gratitude to not only become automatic, but a constant. Effortlessly. Enough said. The 7 Hidden Keys to Conscious Creation. For those who feel they need to understand how and why things work as they do in an intellectual kind of way, the 7 Hidden Keys to Conscious Creation will prove to be an eye-opening, awareness-enhancing and immensely helpful resource. The 7 Hidden Keys to Conscious Creation delves deeply into and provides an extremely enlightening, empowering and in-depth understanding of what molds, shapes and determines every aspect of our lives. It reveals what we can and must do to consciously align ourselves with our hopes, dreams, desires and aspirations in such a way that speeds up the materialization of the desire exponentially, while still remaining in and utilizing the power of gratitude which without fail, provides the most pleasingly desirable results. What's covered in the 7 Hidden Keys to Conscious Creation extends far beyond the superficial and surface level aspects of the law of attraction. Far beyond. And although gratitude is one topic that's covered, it's only one of many that the 7 Hidden Keys explores in a very in-depth, rational, logical yet profoundly insightful day-to-day life kind of way. Although the data shared is limited to an intellectual understanding, it explores the depths of how and why life comes to be as it does and provides in transformational detail, what you can do to enable and allow your life to become more aligned and harmonized with how you truly desire for it to be. The 7 Hidden Keys was originally held as a live interactive conference with attendees from around the globe and has been distributed in many more countries since. If the 7 Hidden Keys is a tool that you feel might assist you in navigating your life paths, the 7 Hidden Keys has assisted individuals from every culture and all walks of life, in becoming keenly and consciously aware, of our individual yet essential role in the quest for being, doing and having more of what we truly desire for ourselves, as well as discovering and fulfilling our ultimate purpose in life. If bridging the gap between you, what you want, spirituality and 21st century science is of interest to you, making the choice to invest in the 7 Hidden Keys to Conscious Creation will most definitely prove helpful and provide you with uncommon insight, transformational wisdom and simple to follow direction that is sure to assist you in enhancing your awareness and results whether physically, financially, relationally, mentally, emotionally and or spiritually. Think Right Now succeeds conditioning. If law of attraction type teaching isn't your cup of tea, Think Right Now International provides an extremely effective method for changing subconscious thought patterns with a wide array of CDs for varying needs designed to repattern old subconscious beliefs utilizing a technology called Suggestion. The process Think Right Now utilizes is extremely simple and can be used anywhere, at any time by simply listening to a CD that is specially designed to automatically repattern the 22 core mental patterns that run like an endless tape loop in your mind. The concept behind Think Right Now's philosophy utilizes what scientists refer to as neuroplasticity, which literally rewires the brain and provides powerful, long-term results. Regardless of how you choose to do it, find a way to make an attitude of gratitude a daily part of your life, and be ready for amazing things to happen. By developing a disciplined and consistent application of the principles and tools offered within Abundance, you will begin to witness for yourself dramatic results in each and every area of your life.